Hi, I'm Harrison Marsh and today I want to talk about guitar cables. The first thing to say to any guitarists and students is don't be tempted to buy the cheapest. Cheap guitar cables are just a headache, and if you spend a little bit more money you're going to get a cable that lasts you longer and gives you less problems. I really like the Planet Waves and the Boss cables, but there's a list in the description of this video of other cable companies that I like, that I've used and found reliable. So whenever my cables aren't in use, they're coiled up quite loosely, and if your cable doesn't come with one of these Velcro tidies, then you can buy quite a few of them on Amazon for not very much money. And then I've got a series of hooks in my little guitar cupboard that they hook over whenever they're not in use. I'm less likely to run a computer chair over them and cause damage to them or trip over them. So whenever you buy your cables, make sure that you buy a spare, because there's nothing worse than not being able to play guitar for a couple of days because your cable's broken. And try and buy the shortest cable that you can. There's a few reasons for that. One, it's going to keep the room tidier, and the cable is going to be cheaper, and you're going to suffer less signal loss as well going to the amplifier. So whenever I use my cables, rather than plugging straight into the front of the guitar, if I loop my cable underneath and through the guitar strap and down, then should I or anybody else stand on the end of that jack, it's going to lock itself to the body between the strap and the body of the guitar, and it's not going to be pulled out of the front of the guitar. It's worth noting at this point that I've got these little Fender strap locks on all of my guitars to make sure that the strap doesn't fall off and my guitar has an accident. So the only other thing to say is my jack cables quite often have a little piece of coloured gaffer tape or a little sticker on the end, and that's just because I've got lots of guitars going into lots of amplifiers in the room, and colour coding is a really good way of making sure I know which guitar is plugged into what at any time. I really hope that's useful. Please look out for any other videos we do in the future. Like this video, and if you've got any questions about guitar cables, please post them in the comment section below.